Do that at 5:56, period. Also, comma, I still don't have the music, so I will take a long pause before I start for real. Period. 5:56 p.m. Hi, everybody. Good Friday evening, and welcome to Kempner High School in Sugar Land, Texas. This is VypeFortBend.com. We've got Tuesday night volleyball on a Friday evening. It's the Clements Rangers taking on the Kempner Cougars. I'm Roger Smith, glad to have you with us. Also glad to have my good buddy Merle Bergbrand. He is the silent partner inside the mothership at Vype World headquarters, making sure everything sounds right, and I mispronounced his name already. Merle Bergbrand. I've only known him for, well, how many years has it been, Merle? Maybe 11, 12, something like that. All right, so we are going to get started here pretty soon, but right now it is the Countdown to First Serve show, and we will meet Amber Brooks. She's the new head coach of the Clements Rangers, came over from Iowa Colony. Always glad to have an experienced head coach. In Fort Bend ISD, she has taken the reins of the Clements program, and then we'll talk to one of the Kempner players after that. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com right after this.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 21st, get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. And get Peacock Premium, a $7.99 a month value included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless bill and auto-pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Countdown to First Serve show. We've got volleyball. Clements is taking on Kempner. I'm so glad that volleyball is played indoors, and it's time to visit with Amber Brooks in her first year as the head coach of Clements. She came over from Iowa Colony, and based on tournament play yesterday and a previous match on Tuesday, you are 4-0 on the year. You must be a great coach.
I don't know that it's me. These girls are awesome. So I tell them all the time that is what they do, not what I do. I'm just here to help and guide along the way.
Have you been able to kind of assess your strengths on this team? And are there certain players that you know are going to carry you to the victories you get this year and might get their share of the kills this evening?
Yeah, we have a really good group this year. We have a lot of seniors and a lot of juniors this year, and our setter Kiwi has just been phenomenal. She is that core, that bond that, like, all the girls, they love her, they fight for her, they play for her. She is absolutely phenomenal. We also have 2 senior outsides. They kind of feed off of each other, and they are doing a phenomenal job in our serve receive. So our libero, also a senior, she runs the backcourt. So we have a really great group of girls. They are running all over the place. Our right side, she is a junior coming in first year on varsity, and she is just killing it as well. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. But right now they're very calm, collected, classy, and they're really just getting after it, and they're loving it.
As the season goes on, when I see you again, I'll try to ask more intelligent questions, but I have one that probably doesn't qualify. You mentioned someone, and her name is Kiwi. Is she from New Zealand?
No, not from New Zealand, actually. But whenever I first met her, I was like, kiwi, I was like, I don't really like that fruit, so we'll see. But we also have our little sister in the program now, so it'll be a long 4 years with both of them.
Okay, so I feel like, I don't know if it's their brother, but there was a Clements football player with the same last name. And how do they pronounce it?
Zhang.
Zhang. Okay. I was going through in my head, because I know I had mentioned it many times last football season, but there's so many ways you could go with that name. But Zhang is a good, simple way to say it.
Absolutely.
So let's see. Are there any others? This is a great time to do this. Are there any other names on your roster where I might have trouble? Is that Godinez?
Collinette.
Collinette.
We have Collinette and Viel. Chiru, and then Pareja.
Okay, those should be very easy.
We'll give you some things to work on.
Yes, I'm sure, as well as you or as hard as you may have coached your team, they may not be in midseason form tonight. I don't know that I will be in midseason form either. It's the second broadcast of the year, and volleyball is hard to do.
Absolutely.
You can't name everybody who touches the ball. It's like watching a pinball. You can't. You just try your best to catch up when you fall a little bit behind and then move on to the next point.
Absolutely. Yeah, volleyball is really fast. So I always say take it point by point and, just go along with it.
It is a very underrated sport as far as spectator. I mean, I just love to watch it, and some people will watch the Olympics and watch nothing else, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it's I've been playing it since I was 8, so I love the passion. I love it, and I do think it is an underrated spectator event, but you know what? It is one of the best sports to watch. It's the most thrilling, and it goes really fast.
No doubt. Amber Brooks, thank you very much. Good to speak with you the first time. Welcome to Fort Bend ISD, and good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you. You too.
All right. We will be next on the Countdown to First Serve show. We'll have a young woman for all seasons. Her name is Autumn Summers. Well, she's a woman for at least 2 seasons, and she is in her junior season. And we'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. We're at Kempner. It's Clements against the Cougars. We'll have that in just a few minutes.
First Iron Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Iron Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firstironauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Iron Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Iron Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. FirstIronAuto.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Countdown to First Serve show. It's Friday night. It is so hot outside. I mean, don't stay out there too long or you may not survive. That's why it's great to be in the gym for volleyball as Clements is taking on Kempner. And it's time to talk with one of the Kempner girls' co-captains, Autumn Summers. She joins us on the Countdown to First Serve show. And, volleyball gets started so early. I know you've been practicing, at least 3 weeks. What's the strength of the Kempner Cougars this year?
I would say the strength is we do have a lot of good passers, and we just got our new libero, who's just a freshman. She's been doing really good, keeping up with all of us. We do have some strong hitters. We have taller blocks that since we had a lot of seniors who left us last year, but we're actually doing really well. We're communicating better, and I think during the season, you're going to see a lot of improvement from some of the girls, and even the new girls who are coming in. I already see improvement right now. It's really good.
All right, so you are a captain along with Joanna Okasanya. Okasanya, I did pronounce it right, didn't I?
I think so.
Okay, I was hoping for. Yes, absolutely, you nailed it. But I'm going to go with that unless I hear different. Nobody gets to be captain unless they have the coach's trust and the respect of the teammates. So describe what kind of player she is and what she does well.
Joanna is an amazing player. I have nothing bad to say about her. She is just phenomenal on the court. She communicates, makes sure she talks through every single game. You have those ups and downs, but she just keeps the energy going, and she makes us all proud of her because she is a phenomenal middle. Her blocks are amazing, and her hits are even better. She's just great and just a good leader, and I look really up to her and some of the stuff that she does.
Speaking of looking up to her, how tall is she? Do you know?
I think she told me she's 5'8", 5'9".
Wow.
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
I don't know if you know who Charles Barkley is. He was a great NBA player. He was only 6'4", and he was actually a little bit chubby. No one could understand how he got up to block shots and get rebounds so much. He was the round mound of rebound. So I was expecting you to say Joanna was 6'1", 6'2", but 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, I would say don't judge someone of how tall they are, because even those 5'4" girls can get up on that net and they can hit the heck out of that ball. I say don't underestimate any player, size, build, no matter what. Just watch them and see if you can learn something new, even if it's a different team. Just look at each other.
Well, and by the way, please tell Joanna, I'm sorry I couldn't interview her, but she was busy keeping score at the table during the freshman match, right?
Yes, sir. I will make sure to tell her.
Okay, finally, and this has nothing to do with volleyball. I hope you don't mind the question, but I'm intrigued by your name. It's so clever. Autumn Summers. Do you have any siblings that have a clever name that goes with them?
I would say both my sisters' names are Atalanta and Amber, but everyone's name is unique, and mine is definitely, I've heard a lot from since I have 2 seasons in my name, so yeah.
And this summer, maybe Amber Summers makes sense because there's so little rain and it's so hot that things are going to turn brown, and amber is a shade of brown.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right, so we've got the maroon, the navy blue, and the Columbia blue ready to do battle on the court. Thanks for being with us on the Countdown to Serve show, Countdown to First Serve show.
Say what again?
I said thank you for being on the Countdown to First Serve show.
Thank you for having me.
This gym is rocking. She couldn't even hear my question. We'll be right back.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 21st, get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. And get Peacock Premium, a $7.99 a month value included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless bill and auto pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
This is Tuesday Night Volleyball on a Friday night this time, presented by the Volleyball School on VypeFortBend.com. The Volleyball School has 3 locations. Katy was the first one, then they built one in the Woodlands, and now they have the newest one on West Belfort in Richmond, and it's the best developmental volleyball program in Fort Bend. They have the high-level training you need to get yourself on the top club and school teams, and you'll have fun doing it. Or instead of speaking in second person, not just you, how about that daughter or granddaughter or niece or whomever who would like to up their game in volleyball? The Richmond facility is at 18120 West Belfort. Visit thevolleyballschool.com and go train with them.
First Iron Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Iron Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firsttireandauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Tire and Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Fort Bend County Volleyball, Tuesday night volleyball on a Friday night. This particular week is brought to you by Leonetti Graphics, the official banner provider of VypeFortBend.com. First Tire and Auto with 4 great Fort Bend County locations, including on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land, very close to Kempner High School and convenient for the Cougars and their fans. And also, they've got one on Lexington Boulevard in First Colony, so that is perfect if you are a Clements backer, a Clements student, or a Clements parent. I was trying to put words together again. Sorry about that. We're also brought to you by Archer Volkswagen, by Xfinity, home of the 10G Next Generation Network, and of course by the Volleyball School with their fantastic location in Richmond on West Belford. It is tucked right in there between Austin High School and also Travis, but it's convenient for just about anybody in Fort Bend County who needs a place to train for volleyball and get really serious about it. But you don't even have to be serious about it to join the volleyball school. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the two teams in their very young seasons. And Kempner's young season is even younger than Clements, because basically the only match they have on their record is a win over the Elsick Rams out of A-Leaf, and they won that one in 3. So that is what Autumn Summers told me about. And on the other hand, you got the Clements Rangers, who won 3 matches yesterday in tournament play, and prior to that, on Tuesday, they got a match victory, so they are 4-0, and the one on Tuesday was best 3 out of 5, and of course, when you get into tournament play, they play 2 out of 3 just about all the time. And after this game, or this match, I should say, tonight, Clements is going to get back into tournament play tomorrow, and they'll have at least 2 matches, and I'm sure Coach Amber Brooks would be happy if they had 3. By the way, Clements fans, we want to let you know that when we begin our varsity football coverage on VypeFortBend.com, Clements will be a part of the first week. We have a Thursday game, and then the Friday game is going to be the brand spanking newborn Crawford Chargers varsity football team with no seniors on the team, taking on Clements at Hall Stadium. That'll be our Friday night game, August the 30th. Mark your calendar. You can always listen live or listen later on VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. And we will do at least 3 football games every single week of the football season. We will have Tuesday night volleyball every single week throughout the season. And however far we need to follow our volleyball and football playoff teams, we certainly will. And those of you who have not heard about it may be aware. No, I guess you'd be telepathic if you had not heard about it and yet you are aware. But I'm going to make you aware right now of a big change in the UIL's playoff format for many sports, including volleyball, basketball, baseball, softball. Many of the team sports are going to have 2 champions, a Division I and Division II champion in classes 2A through 6A. So that has a lot of implications for teams in Fort Bend in Class 5A, which includes Marshall and Kempner. There are 2 opportunities in many of the sports to win a state championship. Of course, in football, it's already been that way in 5A and 6A for several seasons, where you have a Division I and a Division II champion. But they are spreading that out among lots of sports that are contested and overseen by the UIL. There's also another thing about UIL, and I'm going to be kind of, what's the word? I'm going to be tactful about this. It's not just a problem in the state of Texas. It's been something that needs to be addressed throughout the nation in high school sports. There have just been some some incidents of not as good a sportsmanship as we would like to see. Sometimes there are ejections, and there have been ejections from ball games and matches at a greater rate than we've seen. It's kind of across the board. And so Fort Bend ISD is going to address that with lots of orientation and teaching and so forth, and they're going to have basically a pep rally called the Texas Way Day. So the UIL is calling their new set of rules and orientations and training to try and make sure we don't have as many tense situations and fights within the lines of competition and so forth like that. We want to make sure that we have good sportsmanship, we have intense competition, but that it does not go too far. So that's what the Texas Way is all about. And at Mercer Stadium on Wednesday of next week, let's see, that would be Wednesday the 21st at 7 p.m. It's going to feature bands, lots of coaches and players, and we're going to talk about doing things the Texas way so things get, I don't know, intense but clean. I guess that's the best way that I know to say it. By the way, during that program, we know we're going to talk with Dina Scott, the athletic director for Fort Bend ISD. And right now, Dina is with her daughter, former Clements Ranger, and she is going to Ohio State. So Dina is dropping her daughter off in Columbus, Ohio, and we all know how nerve-wracking that can be when you leave your precious baby, especially if they happen to go to a college out of state. Not going to see them for a while. And we just wish everybody the best, especially those who are going far, far away, to either just simply go to school or to be student athletes at the college level. The teams continue to warm up, and I'm going to take a commercial break, and I actually need to protect myself and our equipment because we've got volleyballs coming at a very high rate of speed right at our table and our laptop. Glad to have you with us, counting you down to Clements against Kempner. Tuesday night volleyball presented by the Volleyball School, but this Tuesday night volleyball is being played on a Friday night. Glad to have you with us. We'll be right back.
First Iron Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Iron Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firstironauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Iron Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Iron Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firstironauto.com.
Leonetti Graphics is the gold standard in Fort Bend County for screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, t-shirts, and all kinds of specialty items, whatever you need to advertise or to show school spirit, team spirit, or company spirit. Nobody does it better. I'm going to even say nobody does it even as good as Leonetti Graphics. They started creating their products in an apartment 23 years ago, so they were truly a 21st century business. And now their state-of-the-art facility in Stafford has everything to make your marketing vision come true. Call your friends at Leonetti Graphics, 281-499-4959. Leonetti Graphics, as I said, is the official banner provider for VypeFortBend.com. They're introducing the starting lineups in a minute or two. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. There we go. I need to take a little sip of water during this next commercial break. Kempner against Clements on your broadcast leader for VypeFortBend.com.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 21st, get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. And get Peacock Premium, a $7.99 a month value included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless bill and auto-pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
All right, just about ready to go. I believe they're going to introduce the Clements Rangers and the Kempner Cougars. And the way it's typically done, they just simply introduce everybody on both teams, not just the starting lineups. Clements, I always like to describe the uniforms. And Clements, you know, that two-tone blue, as long as it's not being worn by a Tennessee Titan, is a beautiful thing. They have the navy blue shorts and tops with the white letters and numerals, but they are trimmed in the, I'm going to say, baby blue. There's a certain way I used to describe that shade of blue, and I don't describe it that way anymore. If you want to know why, you can ask me when you run into me in one of these many Fort Bend County high school venues. The Kempner Cougars wearing black shorts and the white tops with the maroon numerals and letters. Jennifer Lee is the head coach of Kempner, and the reason she didn't join us during the Countdown to First Serve show is because she is coaching both JV and varsity. So we couldn't interview her while she was coaching the JV, and that's why we turned to one of her co-captains, Autumn Summers. We would have interviewed both Autumn and Joanna Okasanya, but Joanna was busy working the freshman match in the other gym. And over on the other side, Amber Brooks is the first-year head coach of Clements, but not a first-year head coach, period. She has been at Iowa Colony, and that's a great program to be a part of. So the fact that she left Iowa Colony, which is, you know, that's kind of where the action is, that's pretty impressive. But she decided to come to Clements, and I know that they're very happy to have her there. I'm going to tell you who's out there starting for the Kempner Cougars. I'm checking out just to make sure I don't miss anyone. All right, so Natalie Zimmerman, a freshman, is the libero, wearing the maroon jersey, whereas everybody else is wearing the sleeveless white top. Sydney Hatch, Lauren's little sister, a junior in the starting lineup. Also Valerie Erazo. Autumn Summers, Kaima Ebo, and I am missing someone. It's probably Joanna Okasanya. In fact, that's who it is. There's your 6 starters, and I'll give you the Clements starters when I get a chance. And starting this off at Cheyenne Bates. She did the quick changeover and came in for Kempner, and she serves to start the match. Clements with 1 spike attempt, then Kempner overset the return. Now Kempner has it on their side, and Bates sends it deep to the middle, where it's dug out by Samantha Van. And Clements gets the first winner, and it goes to Maggie Myers, the senior, with a kill along the far sideline. Kiwi Zhang is going to serve. She takes a long run up toward the baseline, lets it fly, throws the sinker ball, and Kempner digs it out. Now a big swing by Kempner and an unforced error. Valerie Arazo hits it into the net. It is now 2-0. Clements on top of Kempner, and Kiwi Zhang, not from New Zealand, will take a swing at it. She's at least 20 feet behind the baseline as she runs up. The right-hander with a mini leap into the air as she serves. And Kempner mishandles the hot serve coming in. The dig went sideways, and it's 3-0. Clements on top. Zhang looks over at head coach Amber Brooks. And there goes another one. Deep to the right, and she hit it long. There's the first point of the match for the Kempner Cougars. They now trail 3-1. And they'll get a chance to serve for the second time. It is Sydney Hatch. I remember her sister Lauren was an amazing athlete. I think she played, by the way, Sydney's serve is long, so Clements will be serving and leading 4-1. Bella Casal doing the serving. Anyway, Lauren, I know she played softball, and I'm pretty sure she played both volleyball and basketball as well. She was a three-sport star if memory serves. I may be mistaken. Well, unfortunately for Clements, Casal hit it into the net. So it's now 4-2, Kempner trailing and serving. And the server for them, Kaima Ebo, a freshman. But Clements gets the winner. A quick set spike. And the one who did the deed on that one was Samantha Partahar. She is a senior and looks like she is the tallest of the Clements players. It's 5-2, Rangers on top. Now a big swing and a winner for Kempner. Valerie Erazo got it between the blocker's hands, and there was a diving attempt by one of the Clements players on the back line. That was Maggie Myers. And a point for the Cougars gets them within 5-3, and they are serving, bringing Brooke Bridges off the bench to do the serve. And there is a double hit, I believe, on Clements. And Kempner gets its fourth point. Brooke Bridges serves it deep. Clements is going to attack. There is the spike attempt from Samantha Van, and it's a winner, 6-4, not a clean kill. Kempner did get a fist on it, but couldn't get it up in the air. 6-4 is our score. We're in the first set. Now the server is Bella Casal, and she gets a clean winner that went down perfectly placed between Kempner players. Tony Cisneros, who just came into the game, took a dive at it, could not get it back up into the air where her teammates could retrieve it. It is now 7-4 Clements. Clements serving again. And now there's a beautiful block that gets down for a Clements winner. No, it's a Kempner winner. It was a nice block on the part of Samantha Partahar, but it went out of bounds before it hit the floor. Kempner serving with Autumn Summers. Our countdown to first serve show guest. Top spin on her serve. It's almost overset by Clements. Somebody touched the net. It was a Kempner player that touched the net, and it's a point to the Rangers. They lead at 8-5. Our first Tuesday night volleyball match broadcast of the year was Tuesday, and Austin played a 5-setter at Katie Taylor, but Katie Taylor came up with the victory. Natalie Zimmerman digs out the serve for Kempner. They just have to bump it over. No chance to spike there. Zhang with a back set for Partahar, and a winner. The big right-hander sliding to her right. Went up and got it, high-pointed it, and it bounced off two Kempner players and passed the baseline. 9-5, It's a Dolly Parton match to this point. Clements leads it. And serving for them is Samantha Van. Yeah, that sounded like a big loud spike by Sydney Hatch, and it ends up being a winner. It rattles around and gets down despite the great efforts of Bella Casal. And the little freshman setter Natalie Zimmerman will go to the baseline. I don't believe she is any relation to Fulshire head coach Sydney Zimmerman. Natalie serves, sends it deep, dug out by Casal. Now a big swing attempt by Maggie Myers, but Kempner there with the defense, and a spike with the feet on the floor from Cheyenne Bates. Parahar tries to get one down, but she is denied. Now another chance, this time by Myers, and Kempner handles it. They're going to send it back over the net. Now it is Clements looking for Parahar in the middle. No, they go wide with Myers. She goes down the sideline, and it's out. Point to the Cougars. So they get within 9-7. And the service continues for Natalie Zimmerman. And there is the serve by Zimmerman. Now there's a big swing by Myers. She is blocked at the net by Kempner's Cheyenne Bates. But Clements ends up getting the winner on a little quick set by Kiwi Zhang that surprised everyone. Now up off the bench for Kempner is Maggie Duval. No relation to Robert Duval or David Duval, who only has one L. Maggie has two. Off the bench for Clements, Sophie Sparks. Serving from the left corner and serves it out, far sideline. You know, Steve Sparks, part of the Astros radio team on Sports Talk 790, he lives in Sugar Land. Need to ask him about any family connections as Clements gets another winner. It's Bella Casal with a little fingertip tap behind her head that goes over down among the Kempner defenders. And the score is 11-8. Clements on top, Kiwi Zhang right to the middle, a little drop shot type serve. And there is tapped by Erazo of Kempner. Clements handles it. Big swing on the part of Bella Casal, but Kempner's going to send it back over. Erazo goes cross court. Zhang digs it out. Now a big swing by Myers, sends it deep to the middle. Dug out by Autumn Summers. And a swing and a Sydney Hatch spike attempt goes into the net. That makes it 12-8 Kempner. And the Kiwi flies back to the baseline to serve yet again. There he goes. Summers bumps it up. Now back over her head goes Joanna Okasanya. Now a big swing by the player off the bench. Maggie Duval swings and gets the winner for Clements. You know, if you want to know the answer to a trivia question, and I guess I'll save that for the next timeout. It's a question about Robert Duval. You can mystify people. All right, the Clements serve is handled by Kempner. It does go out of bounds, but they keep it airborne, and now Zhang back sets it for Casal, and she gets the winner, and that makes the Clements fans happy. It is now 14-8. Rangers on top. We're going to a best of 5, and in the first 4 games, you have to have 25 points to win a game. If you get to the 5th, you got to go to 15, but you got to win by 2. You have to win by 2 in all of the games. Kempner with a spike attempt that goes long, and that's the biggest lead for the Rangers. They're up 15-8. Kiwi Zhang looks over at head coach Amber Brooks. Throws the ball in the air. She has a very high toss, no spin on that serve. Now there is a big long spike attempt that goes past the baseline. Valerie Erazo got good velocity but couldn't really get on top of the ball. Okay, Kempner has called timeout as they trail 16-8. And if you're ever answering a trivia question or want to stump your friends, You say, what Academy Award winning actor, what Best Actor winner did not speak in his first role in a feature film? And the answer will be Robert Duvall. And if you, as I do, love To Kill a Mockingbird, I think it's my favorite novel that I've ever read. Well, wait a minute. Count of Monte Cristo is pretty good, but it's probably a tie for first. Count of Monte Cristo and To Kill a Mockingbird. Well, when they turned To Kill a Mockingbird into a movie, Robert Duvall played the character Boo Radley. He was the recluse who lived right next to Atticus Finch and his children, Jim and Scout, and he basically saved their lives as they made their way home in costumes from a Halloween pageant or a fall harvest festival kind of thing. So anyway, Robert Duvall never spoke, but it was beautiful how the character Boo Radley showed his love for those children whom he had never met by saving their lives. All right, the first point coming, I'm sorry that took so long. The first point coming out of the timeout went to Clements, so they lead by 9 now. 17-8, and Zhang serves again. And the dig attempt goes sideways, but Kempner does manage to get it back over in 3 hits. Now Zhang sets up Maggie Myers, and her spike is a winner. It's 18-8, a 10-point advantage for Clements. Zhang looks over at Coach Brooks, who's chomping on the gum. I can't do that during the broadcast, as I'm sure you can understand. Arazo for Kempner hits it long. Again, she's getting really good velocity, good solid contact on those spikes, but hasn't gotten on top of the last 2. So it's an 11-point game, 19-8. Zhang puts it in the air, and that is long. Just misses the video camera tripod at the west end of the Kempner gym. It's 19-9. And that ends a run of 7 straight points for the Rangers. Now serving Sydney Hatch. The dig attempt goes way up into the air. And there is a spike attempt. Bella Casal, it crawls over the tape. Kempner keeps it alive. They hit it deep. Now Zhang goes sideways and gets it to Myers. She can't really hit it hard, has to just tap it over. Kempner doesn't get a chance to spike. And now the swing by Duvall is a winner. The redhead is very happy. You know, sometimes you see these competitions and you get your first look at someone, and in volleyball the personality really comes out because you can see all the expressions on the faces reacting to the various ebb and flow of the match. 20-9, Clements on top of the Rangers. Bumping it back over with Samantha Van. Now they have a spike chance. And there is the big swing and a winner by Casal, makes it 21-9. Kempner really getting it rolling now, and Maggie Myers comes back to the baseline to serve. The ball made its way into that room where they store the chairs. So Maggie Myers waiting and waiting for the ball to come her way. The pregnant pause, the tension building here inside the gym at Kempner, and finally Natalie Zimmerman gets the ball, and let's give her a hand for bringing the ball back onto the playing surface. Thank you, Natalie. Maggie Myers with the topspin serve. Kempner tries to send it back over with authority, and Arazo gets the winner. 2 Clements players got to touch it. Emma Levy, who's in the game now, also Samantha Van. Levy, by the way, wears the white libero jersey. All of her teammates wearing the Columbia, no, I'm sorry. I almost said what I don't want to say. The navy blue. And now a spike attempt from Maggie Duvall. Not only is no good, but it strikes Jennifer Lee, the Kempner head coach. She smiles. She's always smiling. What a wonderful lady. All right, Clements receiving after Kempner got that previous point, and a clean winner goes down. It was Parahar who got that one. 22-11. There's the swing by Levy. Now a back set for Arazo, but she has to use two hands to bump it over. Now there's a swing and a winner from Casal. She's been doing most of the scoring on the clean winners and kills for Clements in this first game. 23-11. Levy serves with her feet on the floor, but a whistle, some kind of violation, I'm not sure what it is. And the ball is rolling toward our broadcast table. I'm reaching for it. There we go. The things we do for our kids. Thanks to, well, me, Emma Levy can serve. About 10 seconds earlier, well, never mind. The official in the elevated chair is talking to Kempner about why there was a violation. And they haven't changed the scoreboard. Okay, it's 23-11, 24-11. So this is game point. I thought it should have changed. Okay, Kempner trying to send it over and prolong this game. But here's a chance by Parahar. Kempner does keep it in the air, and they will respond. And there's a block winner. Parahar stops the spike attempt of Kaima Ebo. It goes down to the floor on the Kempner side, and Clements wins the first one, 25-11. We'll take a break and be back on VypeFortBend.com. 1-0 in the match. Kempner trailing Clements.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 21st, get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. And get Peacock Premium, a $7.99 a month value included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless bill and auto pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
VypeFortBend.com Tuesday Night Volleyball is presented on a Friday, but always by the Volleyball School. The Volleyball School has 3 locations. The newest one is on West Belford in Richmond. It's between Austin and Travis High Schools, and it's got the best developmental volleyball program in Fort Bend. They've got the high-level training at the Volleyball School that you need to get on the top club and top school teams, and you'll have fun doing it. It's at 18120 West Belfort. Visit thevolleyballschool.com for more information and go train with them. We'll be right back. Clements has just won the first game of this best-of-5 match against Kempner. 25-11 was the score, and we shall return after this from First Tire and Automotive.
First Tire and Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Tire and Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firsttireandauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Tire and Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Tire and Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We welcome one of our new sponsor partners, Leonetti Graphics, the gold standard in Fort Bend County for screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, t-shirts, all kinds of specialty items. Whatever you need to advertise or to show the school spirit, team spirit, or company spirit, nobody does it as well as Leonetti Graphics. They started creating products in an apartment 23 years ago, and now they have a state-of-the-art facility in Stafford. It's got everything to make your marketing vision come true. dazzling images. They do a great job, whatever the project. Call your friends at Leonetti Graphics, 281-499-4959. Leonetti Graphics is the official banner provider for VypeFortBend.com. All right, so things have changed a little bit as far as the district alignments in Fort Bend County and the teams that we cover. So, first of all, let's talk about Kempner staying in 5A, whereas a couple of the schools from Lamar Consolidated ISD that they have played several times over the last 4 school years, Foster and Fulshire, have now moved up into Class 6A. George Ranch, which is also LCISD, is joining Foster and Fulshire in a new competitive district that includes the A-Leaf schools and also Straight Jesuit. So the Fort Bend ISD Class 6A teams, Austin, Bush, Clements, Dulles, now Crawford, Elkins, Ridgepoint, and Travis, I think I got them all, and Hightower. They will not have George Ranch to kick around anymore. So if they're going to meet George Ranch again, it would be in the playoffs. And I look for Fulshire to make a lot of noise, especially in the football playoffs this year, and volleyball too. We'll get into that later. Clements gets the first point of this second game. It was a service winner by, well, she's tying her shoe. It's Zhang. It's Kiwi Zhang. Okay, so her serve came in hot. Kempner couldn't handle it. Clements needs 1-0, and now a service winner by Zhang. Kempner left it alone. They thought it was going to go out. So Kiwi Zhang is just on fire from the baseline. Here comes her serve. This one kind of a knuckle ball. Kempner is going to be able to return it. Big swing by Hatch, went diagonally, but Clements right there with the defense, and Maggie Myers goes down the sideline, but it's a bit long, and that's the first Kempner point of game number 2. Clements won the first game 25-11. Autumn Summers serves with her feet on the floor. I heard a whistle, and I don't know, I think there was an alignment problem with Clements. And it's now 2-2. Summers adjusting. She's got sweatbands on her upper arms, not wristbands. So they're obviously sweatbands made for a very big guy. Clements hits long, and now Kempner with 3 straight points has taken the lead 3-2. Their first lead in this match. Summers ready to go again. It serves with her feet on the floor. Now there is a big swing on the part of Bella Casal. Kempner keeps it in the air. Zhang back set for Maggie Myers, but it really wasn't a set that gave her a good chance, and she kind of swing wildly, and it went into the net. So it's a point to Kempner. Summers spins the ball, fires, hits it into the net. That's the third Clements point of the second game. The Rangers get within 4-3. Now Maggie Myers from the baseline. Overspin serve, and Kempner overset it into the net. Another point for the Rangers. They tie it at 4. I'm trying to think of a, Maggie May, Lyric, Rod Stewart that I can work into this match. But you can't force that kind of thing. All right. Kempner hits it into the net. Wait a minute. I guess that was, no, I'm sorry. Clements hit it into the net. Bella Casal. Sorry about that. 5-4, Kempner make that 6-4 as a hot serve comes in and a nice dive by Emma Levy. but the ball went out. Kempner serving from the easternmost court at Kempner. Now a serve attempt by Joanna Okasanya, but it goes long. Point to the Rangers, makes it 6-5. And their server is Emma Levy. Sends it over, and Kempner gets a bump over by Sydney Hatch, and Clements let it drop. They thought it would be out, but it was good. 7-5, Kempner on top. Trying to even up this match. They trail 1-0. Valerie Arazo comes off the bench. Now continuing her serve is Okasanyan, but it goes into the net. Clements now serving from the middle. Big swing by Kaima Ibo. It is blocked out of bounds. Seven to 7. Clements serving. There's a tap over by Sydney Hatch. Clements is going to be able to send it back. There's a winner by Samantha Van. Really got on top of that ball. 8 to 7, Rangers with the lead. Bella Casal back to the baseline. Lets it fly. Bumped up by Zimmerman, but it goes into the stands. Sydney Hatch could have risked her life and taken a dive into the Clements fans in the second row, but she didn't do that. I think that's wise. It's August. This is not a district match. Autumn Summers oversets the serve, and now Parihar puts one down for Clements. But wait a minute, I think maybe Parihar might have touched the net. The net is bouncing up and down. Somebody hit the net. But the scoreboard says 9 to 7, Clements on top. There's no question that the ball was in. Okay, we had a substitution that took a few extra seconds for some reason. And here is the serve of Casal. Now to the middle. Big swing. Kaima Ibo hits one wide of the base sideline, rather. The ball kind of went off the right side of her fist, and now it's a Clements serve that goes long and out of bounds. 11 to 8. Kempner, the beneficiary of that unforced error, gets within 3. Sydney Hatch will serve, slaps the ball, throws it in the air, and sends it deep to the middle. Bumped up by Levy. Now there's the big spike attempt. Samantha Van, did it hit the floor? Yes, it did. Kempner was still trying to send it back over, but it had made contact with the hardwood. Tony Cisneros comes in. And I believe that she replaced Sydney Hatch. Zimmerman digs out the Clements serve. And then Ebo sends it back over. It's still on the Kempner side, and there's a big swing by Autumn Summers. And a winner near the baseline, despite the great efforts of Samantha Van. 12-9 is the score. By the way, I want to thank all the folks at Clements for letting me be a part of the booster ball earlier this summer. It was a great event, and it was welcome to the 80s, like celebrating 1983, because that's when Clements opened, I believe. And they had that awesome band, the Spicolis. Oh, they were great. They played all the outstanding, you can't play all the outstanding 80s songs unless you have like a couple of months to do it. Anyway, it's 13-9. Clements on top, and they get another winner. Maggie Myers gets it between two blockers. It is 14-9. Clements won the first game, and they look like they might take control of and gain victory here. Kempner's got to find a way to turn things around. Now the serve by Juliana Mary Charu. She comes into the match for the first time for Clements. A whistle and a violation on Clements. And Kempner gets the point, and they really needed that one. It gets them within 14-10. Off the bench, Brooke Bridges comes in, replacing Valeria Razzo. Brooke slaps the ball a couple of times. 4 times. Now she sends it into the middle. Clements digs it out. And now a quick set by Samantha Van does not surprise Kempner. Clements does have another offensive chance here. Maggie Myers gets it down in front of Tony Cisneros. She was making a dive. It went between her fists and hit the floor. 15-10, Clements on top, and Kiwi Zhang will serve. Looks over at head coach Amber Brooks. Now serves. Top spin. Cisneros digs it out. And they move it to the middle for Okansanya. Her spike attempt is dug out by Clements. And a block by the Kempner Cougars. And when they block it, it comes back down out of bounds. Point to the Rangers. 16-10. Zhang will serve again. Kiwi with the non-spin serve, a true knuckleball. And now a swing by Autumn Summers. Clements is able to play defense. Cisneros digs it out on the Kempner side as the Cougars attack. And it is Autumn Summers. Cannot get a winner there. And Clements wins a skirmish at the net. They have sent in Allison Mandeville, a junior, and I believe she's got a brother that plays football. And she gets the winner on that particular point, 17-10. Clements on top, trying to move up 2 games to none. Hot serve comes in by Zhang. Zimmerman couldn't dig it out. She had to touch it over her head and was unable to get it in a direction where a teammate could reroute it over the net. So it's now 18-10. Zhang brings it. Zimmerman bumps it up. Now a big swing on the part of Cheyenne Bates. Clements gets it back. Overset by Kempner and a winner. It's Mandeville again. She did not come into this match until this second game. And it's 19-10, which was the final score of the first ever Texans football game where they beat the Cowboys. Mandeville with a spike attempt, and 2 Kempner players run into each other, but somehow the Kempner Cougars get it back over the net. What an effort. Big swing by Emma Kwan. Now Kempner's turn. Emma Kwan plays for Clements. She's just into the match. Now a big swing. Casal dug out by Cisneros. And that little tapper by Alcazania. Clements responds, gets it over. Kempner somehow responds and miraculously keeps it airborne. And Cisneros gets a winner. That was almost a great save by Samantha Van, but Cisneros gets the kill. Makes it 19-11. That ends a string of 5 straight points by Clements. Summers serves for the Cougars, who trail by 8. Big swing by Bella Casal. It's blocked out of bounds. Kempner with a nice effort, but it falls in a place that gives the point to the Rangers. 20-11. Middle of the baseline, and their server is Emma Kwan. She serves it long. Okasanya now to serve for the Cougars. You can identify her by the number on the front of her jersey, not the one on the back, because she's got a lot of attachments. Skirmish at the net, and a whistle. Point goes to Kempner because one of the Rangers players touched the net. I think the guilty party was Samantha Van. 20-13. Okasanya to serve again. Coach Jennifer Lee with the signal. Joanna fires it off the top of the net. It crawls over. Clements sending it back. And that was a nice effort by Mandeville. But now we get another whistle. And this time it was Kempner that touched the net, or perhaps put a foot under it. Either way, it's a violation. Point to the Rangers. They lead 21-13. Emma Levy fires. Bumped up by Summers. Now she'll send it over to Hatch, and Hatch hit it out. 22-13 Rangers. We'll have more Tuesday night volleyball next week. It'll be Hightower at Randall. Served by Levy with backspin on it. Set up by Brooke Bridges, and it's just a bump over. That is all that Hatch could do. Now a big swing by Casal. Kempner digs it out. Clements attacks again, and a changeup thrown by Casal, and she tried to get too cute with it, hit it into the net. Izaro comes back on, replacing Brooke Bridges. The score is 22-14. Kempner trailing and serving, and they're down 1-0 in this match. Clements ready to return. That was a quick trigger Samantha Van spike attempt, but Kempner kept it off the floor. Zhang sets it up for Parahara. Beautiful block by Kempner. Now it's Clements attacking again. And Samantha Van's shot is dug out. And it goes out of bounds. Point to the Rangers. 23-14. Neither team was celebrating. It was kind of hard to tell. Bella Casal. Right-hander serves. Topspin. Dug out by Zimmerman. She overset it a little bit. Now Clements with a big chance for the big swing. And the swing is a winner as Samantha Van blasts it off of Kaima Ebo, the freshman. It goes sideways into the stands, and now it is game point. It'll take 10 straight times for Kempner to save this game point. Summers digs it out. Now Izaro. Now Ebo back over her head to Clements. Hits it out, and the game goes to the Clements Rangers. 25-14. They'll be going for the sweep when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
First Iron Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Iron Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firstironauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Iron Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Iron Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. firstironauto.com.
VypeFortBend.com. Tuesday night volleyball isn't always on Tuesday night. In fact, tonight is coming to you on a Friday. And it's always presented by the Volleyball School. We're also brought to you by Archer Volkswagen. First Tire and Automotive, with 4 great Fort Bend County locations, including the First Colony location on Lexington. Great for you folks from Clements, and for you Kempner folks, the original First Tire and Automotive is on Eldridge Road, right there near the McDonald's, and maybe a quarter of a mile south of the library, the Fort Bend County Library. And they've got locations in Cinco Ranch, at the entrance to the Greatwood subdivision, and they even have one in the Woodlands now. So 5 locations for First Tire and Automotive. We're also brought to you by Xfinity, home of the 10G Next Generation Network. The future starts now, and we're brought to you by our new sponsor partner, Leonetti Graphics, the gold standard in Fort Bend County for screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, t-shirts, all kinds of specialty items. And it doesn't matter how you want to show your school spirit, your company spirit, or your team spirit. Leonetti Graphics does it better than anyone, whatever you want to advertise or use as a promotion. They started creating their products back in an apartment 23 years ago. They were born in Fort Bend, and now Stafford is their new home for the state-of-the-art facility that can make any marketing vision you have in your head come true. Call the Leonetti Graphics folks. They are good folks at 281-499-4959. Leonetti Graphics is the official banner provider for VypeFortBend.com. We'll be right back.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 21st, get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. And get Peacock Premium, a $7.99 a month value included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today.
Okay, that was not supposed to happen. You know, every once in a while it does happen. So we'll get our little commercial player app ready for the next break. But the fine folks at Xfinity who make our broadcasts possible, they had said about everything they were going to say. And I just realized my son got a new Corpus Christi Hooks jersey. You know, Corpus Christi's Hooks are the AA team for the Astros. And so my son got a new shirt. And, you know, he and I are about the same size, so he handed me down a Hooks jersey. So I guess, you know, if I ever go to a Clements sporting event, and I'm not broadcasting because, you know, if it's Fort Bend versus Fort Bend, I kind of have to be impartial. But if I go to a Clements event and they're taking on someone that's outside of Fort Bend County, I think I'll wear that Hooks jersey because it's the powder blue, the Carolina blue, along with the navy blue. Both teams are on the floor for the third game. Clements is up 2-0 and going for the sweep in this best 3 out of 5. They won the first one 25-11 and 25-14. Now Kempner is back in the West End. They are now West End girls. That's where they were for game 1, and Brooke Bridges will serve for them to begin this third game. Bridges spins the ball and lets it fly. Throws a little screwball action onto that one. And now swing by Bella Casal. Kempner is, well, they were not able to get it back over in 3 hits. So it's 1-0 Clements. And now Kiwi Zhang with a big smile on her face goes to the baseline, and now she is ready to let it fly. There it goes. Nice screwball. Summers digs it out but oversets it. And now there is a little tap over try by Mandeville. And it's good. She didn't put a lot of velocity on it. Kind of a quick two-handed push, and it went off fingertips that belonged to Kempner and fell on the Kempner side. Zhang to serve again. There it goes. Dug out by Zimmerman. Kempner going to send it back. And now there's a spike attempt that goes wide and long. That's Anna Milholland-Geach. Three to nothing. Clements on top. And a service winner by Zhang. It got down. Anna Milholland-Geach, who made that last play for Kempner. Her mom is working in the concession stand tonight. 4-0, Clements on top, and Zhang serves again. And a swing and a miss as Abby Bridges, no doubt Brooks' sister, I didn't check on that, but it's now 5-0. Clements out to a fast start as they go for the sweep. Zhang lets it fly deep to the left corner. Did it get down? No, it was out. Kempner's first point comes on an unforced error. They trail 5-1. Coach Lee went back near the padded wall to pick up that one and gave the ball to Cisneros, who will serve for the Cougars. She sends it deep to the middle, bumped up by Levy. Mandeville punches it over. Kempner now on the attack. Summers off fingertips, controlled by Clements, and a swing by Casal. Kempner is there with the defense. Now they will swing again with Summers, off fingertips. Zhang sets it up for Maggie Myers, puts it down, but what a miraculous return by Kempner. Back set for Casal. Another dig out by Bridges. And Summers sends it to the baseline, but Clements returns it. Quick set by Zhang. Almost hit the floor, but Kempner kept it alive. Mandeville taps it over underhand. Now Kempner with another attack. They go deep and too deep. It's long point Clements. 6-1 is the score, and Maggie Myers will serve now. Maggie takes a quick glance at the scoreboard as there's a substitution. Samantha Van goes off, and Maya Vial. Now it's Vial. If it's Viale and I mispronounced it, I'm going to blame head coach Amber Brooks. I think she said Vial. All right. 6-1, the Clements advantage, and they get a winner there to make it 7-1. And guess who? It's Vial, who just came in. I want to thank one of the managers, Noelle Shatted. She helped me before the game with pronunciations and classifications, and she wasn't sure about the classification of Maya Vial, which might mean Maya's a freshman. I don't know. Another winner for Clements. They're on a roll. It's 8-1. Timeout, Kempner. We'll take it with them. We're on VypeFortBend.com. Clements going for the sweep. Tuesday night volleyball on a Friday. We'll be back.
First Iron Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Iron Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firstironauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Iron Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Iron Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. FirstIronAuto.com.
We are back, and we'll see what strategy Coach Jennifer Lee of Kempner came up with. Zimmerman digs out the Maggie Myers serve. There is Ebo at the net, and Kempner wins the battle. Her first spike attempt didn't get down when it came back over. There was a block there at point blank range, but Ebo was able to get it over the net. And Kempner gets the first point coming out of their timeout. Now Zimmerman, their libero, will serve. Good top spin. Myers sends it up to Zhang. Now Mandeville, and I believe it's a lift called against Clements. And as a result, Kempner scores 2 straight. It is 8-3. Zimmerman moves to the other corner. She had come from the offensive right. Now she served from the left side corner. Now a setup, and Vial goes way off the court. Somehow gets it inside the antenna. keeps it alive. Now Clements can still win the point. Vial off the net. Now the block comes back at Clements, and they are guilty of 4 hits. So point to the Cougars, 3 straight for them. Kempner almost stopped playing because Vial had to go over near the scorer's table, and I was thinking maybe she had hit the ball around the antenna, the boundary antenna that's anchored to the net. Kempner trying to go for a 4th straight point. Summers sends it deep. Zhang kept it alive. Now big swing, and it's Casal who gets the winner for Clements, and that ups the lead to 9-4. Parihara comes off the bench. Mandeville sits down. Levy will serve, looks over at Coach Amber Brooks. Comes in hot with the serve. Zimmerman goes way beyond the baseline to save it. She kept it up in the air, but not long enough. And she couldn't touch it again. So Clements gets the point. Levy goes off. And Sophie Sparks comes in. She hits it with screwball action. Kempner does keep it in the air. Swing by Okusanya. Clements keeps it alive on their side. Vial puts it down. That wasn't exactly a quick set, but she didn't exactly spike it down. She kind of flicked it into an open spot. And now the ball rolls around, and Sophie Sparks gets a hold of it. It's 11-4. There goes her serve on top of the net, gets over. Kempner now handling it. Okasanya blocked, and a winner for Clements. Parihara was there. I'm not sure if she touched more of the ball or if it was Bella Casal. They might have both touched it, but it was a perfect two-player block. 11-5, Clements on top. Kaima Ibo to serve. Correction, Cheyenne Bates. Cheyenne leaps and fires it. Bumped up by Myers. Now Zhang. Now Casal. Fingertip touch at the net by Kempner, and now the Cougars can attack. Summers to the middle. Clements keeps it alive. Zhang sets it up for Myers. Goes deep to the middle. It hits the rafters. Kempner still in possession. Cisneros sends it over from way deep. Now Zhang. Parihara. Big dig by Bates. And now Zhang back sets it for Casal. And another miraculous Kempner return. Zhang to Parihara. And a point to Kempner. Great perseverance as Clements was called for a lift. And that'll make it 11-7, I believe. Scoreboard says 11-6. I presume it is correct. Bates serves over the top of the net. Barely. Now Casal goes from one corner to the other, and Bates digs it out. Now Erazo, the winner! Kempner gets the point. Now it's 11-7. And Bates hustles back to the baseline to serve again quickly. Sometimes when you're feeling the momentum, you don't want too much time to pass between serves. Bates sends it over. Dug out nicely by Clements. Casal hits it hard. Zimmerman, it goes off of her forearm and beyond the baseline. Clements gets that point. They're up 12-7. And now Clements has Alice Zhang, Kiwi's sister. Alice fires. Little drop shot. Kempner handles it. Cisneros sends it over with top spin. Alice picks it up. And now the swing by Maggie Duvall, who's coming to this third game for the first time. And she hits it out. Kempner point. The Cougars get within 12-8. Autumn Summers, who was our Countdown to First Serve show guest, will bring the serve. It is bumped up by Maggie Myers. And a setup for Vial, but she is blocked perfectly by Bates. I think I've misidentified again. Sorry about that. Okasanya gets that block. A clean one at the net. Kempner is within 12-9. Here's the Autumn-Summer serve. Now cross-court setup for Parahara, and she pastes it to the baseline. It's 13-9. No, it was out. Parahara can't believe it. She and her teammates were celebrating, but it is not 13-9. It's 12-10. Kempner's roll continues. Summers sends it over, dug out by Sparks. There's a little tap over try by Duval, and Kempner actually tried to kick the ball over. They didn't get it over, but Clements has committed another violation. It was a foot under the net. And Kempner, they have made this thing interesting. It's 12-11. They're trying to avoid the sweep. Summers serves it again. Sparks the bump. A little quick set by Alice Zhang, and it's down. The element of surprise can be so valuable. 13-11, Clements stops the bleeding there, and now Vial is going to serve. The right-hander leaps and sends it deep. Too deep, it's out. 13-12, Kempner is within one again. Cheyenne Bates, Okasanya comes out, and she's replaced by Lily Rice. Lily Rice making her first appearance in the match. Will serve. There goes her serve down the far sideline. Almost got it down. Parahara hits one hard. Summers digs it out. And now a swing. And a winner by Arazo rather. 13-13. Kempner has trailed by as many as 7 in this third game in which they face elimination via the sweep. Sparks sets it up for Alice Zhang. Now Maggie Myers goes cross court, and Kempner kind of oversets it into the net, and the point goes to Clements. They get the lead back, but these Kempner Cougars are fighting hard and will not go away. (14-13), Clements on top, and off the bench and ready to serve is Juliana Mary Charu. There goes her serve, and Kempner digs it out. They will send it back. Arazo blocked at the net, and it's a point to Kempner. She got it down between two diving defenders, and it's a tie game one more time. 14 all, and Juliana Mary Charu goes off. Juliana Mary, yes, 6 syllables in her first name. It's awesome. Vial digs out the Kempner serve. Clements will try to return it. Maggie Myers, a clean winner and a great angle, very shallow. And just nobody there by the near sideline. So Clements is back on top again. And now Kiwi Zhang is ready to serve. Tosses it and sends it over to Kempner. Summers digs it out. And now it is Okasanya who makes a nice block at the net. But one of the digs by Kempner goes out of bounds. And now they're down by 2, 16-14. Kiwi Zhang and the Clements Rangers girls trying to win in a sweep. The signal from Coach Amber Brooks. There goes the Zhang serve. Zimmerman digs. Okasanya, pretty good spike attempt, even though she didn't really jump up that high, and there's a whistle. And the point goes to Clements, the Rangers, now with 3 straight points. (17-14), Kiwi Zhang puts it in the air, just gets it over. And it had sinking action. Zimmerman dived for it, could not get it going back upwards. And the lead is now 4. 18-14. Kiwi Zhang hits another one. Far sideline, Zimmerman digs it out. And now it is Geach who tries to get it down, but Clements returns it. And there is Casal going cross court. Did she get it down? No, it's out. 18-15. Kempner stops the 4-0 run. Cisneros comes off the bench to serve. And Abby Bridges, the sophomore, sits down again from the middle of the baseline. Cisneros serves. Clements is going to return it. Maggie Myers, she's blocked. And it is a point to Kempner. 18-16, they trail. Cisneros serves. Good sinking action. Clements does keep it off the ground. Casal sends it over. Now Kempner will attack. Summers gets the winner. Levy dived and dug it out a little bit, but it only went up about 3 or 4 feet, and nobody was there. 18-17, the score, and Cisneros serves again. Kempner trying to tie it up again. Cisneros with a two-handed tap to keep it alive, and too many hits on the Kempner side. That point goes to Clements. They lead at 19-17. 19-17 was the score when Rice beat Texas on a rainy night in 1994, October the 16th, as I recall. Random fact. Kempner with Geach trying to send it over, but she didn't hit it solidly and it spun into the net. 20-17, Clements on top. Maggie Myers always glances at the scoreboard before she serves. There it goes with topspin. Zimmerman with a nice high dig. Okasanya taps it over. Doesn't get it down, however, and now Clements with a spike attempt. Is it good? No, it's out. Point to Kempner. They get within 20-18. And I said Okasanya when it was Kaima Ibo. Zimmerman will serve for the Cougars, who do not want to get swept. Here comes her serve. Myers all the way up into a light fixture. One more hit for Clements, and they do get it over. Now Kempner will try to return. Okasanya blocked at the net. Now it'll be another Mandeville spike attempt. Kempner keeps it airborne. Now the big swing by Bates, and it's a winner by Kempner. As if I said winner by Bates, I misspoke. It was a spike attempt by Bates, and Clements blocked it down on the Kempner side. So the Rangers have a 3-point lead, 21-18, and if they get to 25 first, it'll be a sweep. Big swing by Okasanya, but Clements keeps it above the floor. Now Vial fires and gets a winner. They didn't bring in Vial until his third game, but she has had 3 clean winners already. 22-18, the Rangers. I think they're sensing victory. Coming in hot with the serve by Levy. Kempner does send it back. Levy saves one. Now back over the head goes Zhang. And oversetting it into the net is Cisneros. And it's a point to Clements. They're 2 points away from match victory. 23-18, they lead it. One of the corner lines judges looks at her watch. Levy with a hot serve. Kempner can't dig it out. Cisneros touched it, but it went sideways into the stands. And now it is match point. 6 match points coming up for Clements. Levy looks over at Coach Brooks. There's a substitution for Kempner. Scoreboard should say 24. It says 23-18. And now Kempner has it in the air, trying to fight off a match point. Zimmerman goes deep. Myers digs it out. Now Zhang, now Karahara. Kempner returns it. Another chance, this time for Casal. Now Karahara, the winner, and that should do it. No, wait a minute. Karahara touched the net. Parahara touched the net. It is not over. The scoreboard says 23-19, and I think it should say 24-19. Now it says 23-20. I'm just not sure about that, but anyway, Cheyenne Bates is going to serve. Now the scoreboard is right. It says 24-20. Okay, this is a match point. Bates fires. Bumped up by Myers. Zhang, back set for Casal. She swings, and it's a winner. Bounces off one dig attempt all the way to the back wall, and Clements wins by a score of 25-19. They finally got the score adjusted. 25-19. And we'll be back to wrap this one up on VypeFortBend.com.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 21st, get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. And get Peacock Premium, a $7.99 a month value included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless bill and auto-pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
First Iron Auto welcomes you back to school. Kids got their new shoes and backpacks. Make sure your auto is geared up for those trips in the carpool lane and games. First Iron Automotive prioritizes their customers and employees above all else. Their core values: family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. Wherever your journey leads, reliable auto care is essential. Great savings on oil changes and brake service, too. Check out the website, firstironauto.com, for details and to book your appointment today. First Iron Automotive, supporting school and youth sports programs for over 26 years. Get to one of First Iron Automotive's 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. FirstIronAuto.com.
Well, in their very first year under new head coach Amber Brooks, Clements is looking good. So with this match victory over Kempner, they improved to 5-0, and they will play multiple tournament games tomorrow, and we'll see if they can come out of the weekend still undefeated. That would be quite impressive. So their record at this point is 5-0. The scores were 25-11, 25-14, and 25-19. Kempner's record after this loss is now 1-1 because in their first match they beat the Alief-Elsick Rams in straight sets. We thank you for being with us, and we want to remind Clements fans, your football team's first real game is going to be Friday, August the 30th, and it'll be part of our Week 1 coverage on VypeFortBend.com as your team is at Hall Stadium to take on the brand spanking new Crawford Chargers, who do not even have seniors at their school. It'll be Crawford against Clements in the first match or game. I got volleyball on my mind. In the first football game of the year, and our Tuesday night volleyball coverage on VypeFortBend.com, presented by the Volleyball School, continues next week when we have Hightower taking on Randall. So for the great Merle Bertrand, who's inside the mothership at Vype World headquarters, I'm Roger Smith, bidding you a very fond goodbye from Kempner, and we'll talk to you next week. Glad to have you with us on the one and only broadcast home for Fort Bend County High School sports, VypeFortBend.com. Good night, everybody, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday.